Hey everyone, this is Jim Delicali coming to you with some information on the Virgo Full Moon. The Virgo Full Moon will fall on the 19th of March 2011 at 2:11 p.m. Eastern Time here in the U.S. Virgo is the last sign of the personal signs, and the ruler of house number 6. When I say personal, it's all the signs that rule the houses that are below the surface in one's natal chart, or in the natal chart as far as astrology goes. It's where we work on ourselves, and Virgo being the last sign of working on ourselves is where we complete, we get some finality, and then we move forward. Those that come to the group know that the 29-degree full moons that we've been experiencing, the last 5 full moons, have fallen in the signs of Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, and Leo. And now we're to Virgo, and this moon's going to be at 28 degrees Virgo. So it's in the very last couple degrees. And with that being said, there's some completion that needs to happen. Of course, action is going to need to be taken, as a full moon is when, from our perspective on Earth, the moon and sun are as far apart as they can be. Again, as the sun's setting, the moon's rising. As the moon's setting, the sun's rising. So we clearly can distinguish the past moon, where we've been, and then where we need to go, the sun or our pathway. Now, because it's so late in the sign of Virgo, I'm cautioning everybody on their health. This is a great time here to take care of oneself and to really look at, all right, what am I doing here daily to take care of myself? Take action here, because it's going to be important with all the energies we got moving forward. Also, you're going to be extremely sensitive to the environment, so know that as well as we get close to this moon on the 19th of March. Now, there's a couple planets that are going to be heavily involved here, and I think you're going to notice this as well. Pluto is going to square both the sun and the moon, as well as Jupiter and Uranus. So that being said, Pluto rules in extremes, and have the square, which is an aspect in astrology which is karmic in nature. You will be seeing some extremes come to the surface. Remember, a full moon and a new moon heightens our awareness, so you are already kind of electric here, and you're picking up on way more than you have than you do normally, when the moon's just moving through its other phases. With these squares, and the sun and the, being at the last couple degrees of Pisces, I think that we're on the edge of something new, and I want everybody to look and just do some research. Just Google and get some information just for yourself. You don't have to bring it back to me. I've already done this on historical events that have occurred on around March 19th, 20, 21st. I think you're going to be surprised if you subtract a year from today, or from the day of March 19th, you're going to find that the oil explosion happened. This is a time for beginnings as the sun gets ready to hit 0 degrees Aries. So if you want to take control, which I think is definitely a weak thing to do, a weak energy, a weak approach to life, trying to control anything, because there's limitations in controlling. But if you do want to control, this would be the time to do it, as the sun is getting back to that 0 degrees Aries point, which are beginnings for everything. And you'll find, as you look back and research what's happened in March 19, 20, 21st throughout history, just what's going on. There's some pretty evil things that have happened, and trust me, they have been by design. They're not by accident. They've been historical, and they've definitely had an influence on where things have gone. I think when we get into the power of this, you're going to be very powerful with this full moon, and digging this up. That's why I'm bringing it up to you. But you're also going to be very powerful in realizing that you have a little more power to begin things as well. And let's get them where there's no control involved, where we just let it grow and be what it needs to be. That's what I'm going to work on here as Virgo falls this is going to fall right on my 8th house cusp. So I'm going to be looking at what can I do to transform myself. So I'm going to be working very hard on that as we move forward. As always, the eclipse points are moving in the sky. They're in the early parts of the Gemini Sagittarius. So again, disinformation is going to be very important here. Also, you're going to see that maybe a lot of what you thought and believed is going to change, and you're being awakened to kind of another layer or level of what is. Again, I thank everybody for watching my videos. I've had just a wonderful time watching the views go up, and I click on it, and it really makes me feel good. So I'm hoping they're beneficial to you. If in any way I can improve what I'm doing to help you, or if you see something that can help improve me, I'm always looking to grow. Please don't hesitate. You can get a hold of me at ypie2012.com, ypie2012.com, or you can, of course, email me here on the YouTube channel. Again, good luck, everybody. This new moon coming I'm getting ready to talk about is going to be unbelievable. So thanks again, and enjoy this full moon. Bye-bye.